Hey guys, Harad here. Welcome back. So, I thought that we were done. I know you guys are probably like, wait, I thought the last episode was it. It's all done. Don't worry, I'm not doing anything crazy. It's just it's been a couple days since I beat the game, and I was talking to somebody about work about it, because they ever heard me talking about, because someone was like, hey, what games are you into? And I was like, oh, well, I just beat God of War. And then, we were talking about what our favorite fights were, favorite, like, aesthetics for armor and, excuse me, and whatnot. Um, but he asked me, he's like, so what are you doing now that you beat it? And I was like, oh, just going around trying to fight the Valkyries and stuff, which I think I got one the other day. And he said, well, no spoilers or anything. And I was like, what do you mean no spoilers? He's like, well, did you go back home? And I was like, oh, no, I remember it said you could do that. I just kind of thought that it wouldn't do anything. He's like, just go back and do it. He's like, just check it out. So, it kind of made it seem like that was something important, and I wanted to make sure that I got it recorded just in case. Because um, when we left the travel room, we came back and Mimir was telling us about that the cold has come, and it's supposed to be, nope. What's going on? My phone is going off, of course. Turn that down. But Ragnarok is supposed to be coming, and this is the bad times when the snow comes. It's like the worst snow ever. Like winter is coming kind of snow. But yeah, he was saying something about Ragnarok, and then I thought to myself, when we finished it, I was like, I feel like there should have been more credits somewhere. So I'm wondering if maybe this will like officially end it or something. So let's see what he was talking about. By the way, I also saw that Corey Barlog said on Twitter a while back that if you made it this whole time without seeing any spoilers for this game, then you're a god. And I would like to take very not to call myself a god or anything like that, because that's not me, but I would definitely like to take pride in the fact that I managed to not have the game spoiled for me at all. Like, I somehow managed to avoid everything with this game until I played it. I mean, obviously I still didn't look anything up. That's why this is a blind run. Like, I wanted to play this game and experience it without having to look anything up, which I'm impressed that I didn't have to do that either. Because I always get stuck somewhere in a game, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's always something where you're like, man, what in the actual hell? Like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I always misinterpret stuff. I don't know what's happening. But yeah, I thought it was cool that he was just like, if you made it this far without seeing any spoilers, then mad props to you. And it's like, well, thank you, because I definitely don't know how I did it, but I avoided all spoilers. And thankfully, nobody.
Home.
Right.
Feels like a lifetime ago.
Bit drafty, maybe. It's a right improvement over having tree bark in your Tadger.
But thankfully, none of my friends spoiled it for me either. So thank you guys. I appreciate that. So, all right, we're back home. Do I need to like go somewhere? Like in the house?
Time to rest.
I'm gonna sleep through winter.
Oh, we actually get to like lay down? Sorry, I'm like chugging on some water over here. Excuse me.
Okay, this'll do.
Sleep.
Way ahead of you.
Aren't you gonna move from the mirror, dude? Like, he was totally...
The ball!
What the hell is happening? Oh, shit, you guys. Is that who I think it is? No way. Oh. I was wondering, man. I'm like, dude, why have we not seen Thor yet? Oh, man. That was so cool, you guys. That definitely confirms we're going to get another game. Oh, man. I'm so pumped. Yumi! Man. You guys, what a journey. Like, this game was so much fun. I still can't believe it's over, honestly. Like, it was so much fun. Like, I know, a lot of the series is me, like, kind of going and farting around and stuff. But I didn't really want to, like, take anything away from you guys. Like, I wanted you to be able to see the whole journey. Like, the only thing I really ever took out was if I got really mad at something, and it's just like, I'm wasting like 10 minutes on this episode. Like, I want them to see the progress here. This music is epic as hell. Hopefully you can hear my voice over the music. But yeah, man, like, what a journey. I want to say it took me, I don't know, I want to say about like maybe 30 hours to beat the game. I don't really have a way to tell. I'm not sure if that's a thing. It's like, hey, here's how long you played the game. Because that was one thing I was always curious about the whole time playing through. I'm like, how long have I played this? I mean, I guess I could add all the episodes up, but like I said, there's still some time not there. But yeah, like, I just... so many shockers too, like throughout the whole thing. Like the fact that it makes me think the fact that his name, that Atreus' name is Loki, that the whole reason Odin sent Baldur there was to get Loki. I mean, that would make sense, right? Like, because technically Loki is the son of Odin, I thought, but it was definitely like he was half frost giant, for sure, I thought. So that'll be interesting. Like. And I'm hoping to, because I watched in between this episode and last episode, I watched the Raising Kratos documentary, which I highly suggest if you have played the game, to definitely watch it, man. Like, there's so much more appreciation for a game, like when you can see like the people behind it and everything. I already knew. I can't remember his name, but the guy who does Kratos' voice was in a show that I watched called Stargate, and it was really cool to see that he was doing it, and it wasn't just voice acting. Like, they actually have like motion capture and everything. It's so cool how they did everything, and to see the emotion people put behind just to get like their character and everything, it was so cool, man. Like, and they even showed, at the end, they showed a bunch of streamers reacting to the game. It was so cool to see everybody on there, especially people that I recognized, which I will shout those people out. They're really, really cool people that I follow on here, and I enjoy their content. One of them being Mars. She's really fun. I like watching her do her Let's Plays. She cracks me up. Yongya, he does video game reviews and talks about all the latest news, and or not really video game reviews, but like things that are going on. Video game news is what I meant. Like things that are going on in the video game world. He's great too. And then of course, Jacksepticeye. I'm assuming you guys already know who he is. What a lovely man. So I'm definitely going to, now that I finished the game, I'm going to go back and watch their Let's Plays of it, because it's just going to be fun. It's interesting, too, because not that long ago, I used to make fun of people for watching other people play video games. Like, it wasn't that long ago, maybe like 5 or 6 years ago. I'm like, why would you do that? That's so silly. Like, just play the damn game yourself. Like, I don't get it. But then, you know, I started checking it out myself, and seeing some of the people on there, and I'm like, you know, like, this is actually pretty neat. Like, you know, you could do it however you want, man. Like, people stream. That's one way to do it, because then you can be even more interactive with the crowd. That's one thing that I want to do, because I can be more interactive with you guys. Because on here it's just the comments, but you know, I don't know when those are going to be posted. But like, if it's like a live stream, then I can actually see you guys, be like, hey, what's up? Thank you for showing up. Let's play this game live. And I'll be able to do it for a little bit longer too. Like on my days off, I'll probably like record. I'll still do Let's Plays too, because I like doing these. These are really fun. But I'll probably record like a couple episodes for Let's Play, and then like do a stream later that evening or something like that, so you guys can come in and check that out. And I haven't decided, because this is this is a long series. I think we're just shy of 100 episodes. I'm not sure on that. Don't quote me. But it's a long series, and I know some people are going to be super intimidated by it, especially because I've been uploading every day since I started playing the game. And I know some people are just like, that's crazy, why would you do that? And I'm like, I just want to get out there, man. Like, I just want people to enjoy the journey. I know 10 million people have already played the game, but there's still people out there who haven't played it. One of my best friends saw me playing this, and he saw it on my channel, and he subscribed and was just like, dude, this is really neat. Like, I want to get this game. Went and got it, and he beat it before I did. So it was cool, man. Like, I like to hear that. I like people to enjoy the game. But it's gonna be fun, like I said, to go back and watch their Let's Plays, because I don't know, I've grown to appreciate watching other people, because some people, they just upload and you can watch the gameplay, and that's alright. I can enjoy that, because then you can just check it out and be like, okay, this is something I want to play. But I also enjoy like what I do, because people like Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, PewDiePie, Game Grumps, like, they're the ones who like inspired me to try and do this, because it's like, dude, that's really neat that people do that. Ooh, I see my boys there, Nolan North and Troy Baker. Shout out. Love those guys. Great voice actors, phenomenal. But I wanted to give this a shot, because I think it's really fun, and I like seeing how people interact with them, and I would like to just share, like I said, share the adventure. Like, I want people to just have fun, watch the videos, and be like, man, this game looks cool, I want to play it. Oh, nice. Music composed by Bear McCreary. I like that name. Sorry I'm talking through the credits. I didn't know if you guys would really want to just sit here in complete silence, but I figure I at least owe it to these people to have their names broadcast for such an amazing game, man. Like, so good. Like, even though, like, there are a few repetitive bosses, like, I mean, I can get past that. Like, I just had so much fun. Like, I was never bored playing this game. I probably said that in the last episode. I don't know. I can't remember. But I was never once bored playing this game, and that doesn't happen often. Like, it takes a lot for a game to captivate me nowadays, because I play a lot of games, you guys. Like, there's so many times I'll be starting up a game, and I'm like, oh, this is like this, or like, this reminds me of this. And it's not a bad thing when people do that. Like, sometimes, you know, what do they say, imitation is the best form of flattery, or something like that. So, yeah, I'll definitely be interested to see where they take this series next, and I hope that they excuse me, I hope they have a little more time now that the team is more like established in the new building and all that stuff, and they'll be able to like get us the next game on PS5, I would assume, because PlayStation made it seem like they're gonna have the PS5 out by next year. So I would think that the next God of War would just be like, bam, like PS5 exclusive, you know, kind of thing. So we'll see about that. Blind Squirrel, mood. Oh, this must be some places where they like recorded all of the captures. Yeah. Sony Interactive Entertainment. Dun, 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 dun. I keep thinking it's gonna be over, and more names keep popping up. That's funny. But thank you guys, definitely, for joining me on this journey. Like, it's so cool to see... Oh no, the controller died. Whoops. The controller, it didn't die, it shut off because it's been like 15 minutes just sitting there. Probably just edit that out. It was only a couple seconds. Yeah, I appreciate you guys for coming along. It's been really cool to see all the people who have been supporting me on this, because I was really scared to do it. Like, I don't know. I've always like been like weird about social media and stuff like that. Like I enjoy it, but I also kind of steer away from it. So it was interesting to be like, hey, you guys, come check it out. People are like, yeah, dude, totally. I'm like, oh, well, thanks. I appreciate that. Oh, the music's getting up. Japanese voiceover. What? People stomping around upstairs. I can hear it through my headphones. Ugh. Yeah, I'm also curious too about the mural or whatever the hell you want to call it that was on the wall, because it looked like it was like Atreus or Loki, whatever the hell. It looked like he was like laying next to Kratos, and there was like a weird something, like a mist or like a serpent. I'll have to go back and watch it again. There's something connecting between them. I was like, whoa, what the hell is that? Music's getting intense. I really hope my voice isn't too low, you guys. I was trying to get closer to the mic. Rob Burns. Hopefully this music doesn't, you know, like it give me like stricken or something like that. I didn't even think about that. I just want to show the people's credits so they get the credit they deserve. I know a lot of people have seen it already, but oh. Ship. Well, that was epic as hell. Well, my belly is rumbling. Starting to get hungry. It's cool to see how they got all the recordings for this too. So I think they said it was oh man, where was it? I think I want to say like Iceland or something like that. It was like people up there is like the closest to Nordic language as possible, so they could like read it and sing it. So that was really cool to see that too. stomach is like rumbling so loud. Like I have my arm near it, I can feel the vibration. Oh, there it is again. Might be time for some breakfast, you guys. I should have known these credits were going to go on forever. If you guys have made it this far, I appreciate it. I don't really know what else to talk about at this point. I will say one thing though, and like I said, I'm terrible with names, but on the Raising Kratos documentary, there's a lot of shine on Kratos, Atreus, and Freya, and their actors and stuff, but I didn't see anything about the guy who did Boulder, and I thought he did such a good job. Like, as much as I was ready to destroy that dude, like, I really enjoyed that actor. Like, I need to look up to see who that was. But yeah, I didn't really see him at all in the documentary. I was kind of sad. I was like, oh, where the hell's this dude at? I mean, there's other people too that did a good job, obviously. That's definitely another thing too. Like, not only was this game like it hit all of the categories. I mean, it was visually stunning. Like, it looks so good all the time. I mean, unfortunately, you guys aren't seeing the fullest quality on here. I needed to like take a picture of like when I'm recording, and then have it side by side of when I'm editing the episode, so you can see the difference. Or you could just like go and Google 4K God of War photos and be like, holy cow, like, this game is amazing. It looks so good. But besides the fact that it's visually impressive, like, the voice acting is so done well, and the acting, just the acting, whatever, like, we'll just put it that, just the acting was done so well. Like, there wasn't really a single character that just, like, I don't know, felt out of place or anything. Like, oh, game test analysis, that would be sweet. I would love to do that. But like, everybody, they just did such a well job at portraying their character, and the voices just like, they fit everybody, and I loved all of them. Like, especially the interaction between everybody. Like, it was just no skipping a beat. Like, even like with the visuals too, like going from a cutscene like right into gameplay, there was a few times where I'd be like, oh, that's right, I gotta play. Like, I thought it was still a cutscene. Like, the seamlessness between it is just amazing. And then, of course, the story is real well. Like, it's so cool to watch however long of a journey this may be in the actual game. Like, not like how long I played it, but however long it takes them to make it to the top of the mountain, and then, you know, make their way into the realm of the giants and actually spread the ashes. But it's just so cool to see Atreus grow throughout the whole game. Like, when you start, he's just kind of like shooting some arrows and just like, yeah, this way, where we need to go, or whatever. But by the end of the game, you know, like, he's actually finding out who he is, and his combat skills improve throughout the game, which is sweet to watch. Like, by the end of the game, he's sitting there like, you uppercut an enemy into the air, he jumps on them and like does a backflip and shoots an arrow at him to keep him there. You're like, whoa, what the hell? Who is this kid? But then, like, just the interaction between father and son and stuff like that was really cool to see. Like, Kratos is just super grumpy in the beginning, and he treats... But see, something people forget, too. Like, if he's a true Spartan, like, it would make sense why he would definitely look down at Atreus, because he's a weakling, like... Or so we think. Like, he's a weakling, and he's not worthy of being his son. Like, if it were to go like the movie, he would have been tossed on the side, you know what I'm saying? I mean... but it's cool to see how he's just like Mr. Grumpy Pants in the beginning, and then like at the end, like, he actually like is with his son, like calls him by his name. He actually calls him son instead of boy. This is really neat. It was really neat to see the growth of the characters. Unfortunately, like, Freya was super helpful throughout the whole game, but then we had to, you know, kill her son, and she got mad. I mean, as much as I like Freya, she obviously wanted to die by his hands, and she had no problem with that. So I would have just let Baldur kill her, and then just kill Baldur, and then problem solved. But then, obviously, we still have the wrath of Thor to face. So I'm really curious to see in the next game. Oh my god, I did it again. I'm really curious to see in the next game if they're going to build up to Odin, because obviously we're going to have to fight Thor. Because he's pissed that we killed one of his sons. The axe to the forehead, though. Oh man, that was nasty. So I'm wondering too, like, are they just going to start it out with you just fighting Thor, like, oh, here we go? Or if he'll, like, come down and be like, you've been marked, or something like that. Because then we're also going to have to deal with, like I said, Ragnarok, because it wasn't supposed to happen for a while, but Mimir said that because of things we did, it set it into motion faster. So, yay us. Way to go, us. Man, this is going to be a long video. We're in UK and Europe now. And I'm also curious as if... I mean, I assume we'll still keep the axe and have the Chaos Blades, so that'll be cool. It'll just be interesting, though, you know, because, like, on a game like this where there's actually visual aesthetics of your armor, like, I always find it interesting when you play a game and you get to the end and you're like super badass, and then there's a sequel and then, like, yep, all your power is gone and all of this, you're like, damn it, I gotta learn all this all over again. So it'll be interesting to see how maybe that's what'll happen, like Thor will come down and just zap us and drain us of everything that we've learned, and we'll have to start all over again. Global technology. Oh, my tummy will not stop rumbly. Game analytics. What is WWS? I must have missed the acronym earlier. Worldwide something, I would assume. Or we want. I don't know. Simon Whittaker. I feel like these credits have been going on forever, you guys. I definitely don't blame you if you haven't watched this long. I know I usually skip credits, like in a movie or something like that. Like if I'm watching it, like if I finish the movie on Netflix or something, I'm like, okay, I'm done. Moving on. I still haven't decided if I should, I mean, obviously it will be decided when the episode is published, but I'm gonna look and see how long this one ends up being, and I might just go ahead and attach it to the last episode, depending on how long it is. Just because, like, the one episode, it was like 20 minutes, and then, like, we went and fought Boulder, and I was like, holy shit, this is almost a 40-minute episode. And I was like, well, there's going to be another boss after this, right? And then I just went and spread the ashes, and I was like, oh, it's over. That's why I was confused, because I didn't see these credits. I was like, what the hell? Like, I know games are changing and evolving, but I feel like this is still a thing. Like, you beat a game, the credits should pop up. I hope the microphone's not picking up my belly, dude. Holy crap. It's just over here like... keep trying to make sure I move the controller too, so it doesn't keep popping up the controller die. Okay. Dulce or Dolce? I don't know how to pronounce that one. Music was good too. That's something else I wanted to point out. Like, it was just, everything felt right. Like the music, whenever it was there, definitely felt, it was like, you're like, oh, it's making it more tense or whatever. One of my favorite things, though, really was just, like, obviously, like, the story and seeing all the cutscenes and stuff, but I really enjoy exploring. Like, that's one of my favorite things about games like this, is just going out and being like, hey, what's out here? What's in the world? I want to see what you have for me to find. Crap. Nope, damn it. I swear I moved it and it's still messed up anyway. Weird. Yeah, because I feel like a lot of games too, they especially this one, and also they give you rewards for the exploration. I mean, granted, there's still much more for me to do. Like, I think I was only like 86 or 87% done with Midgard, and then I still have all of Muspelheim, the trials, and then I gotta go back to Niflheim and do the center room or whatever with all those treasure chests and the void realms. I still gotta go back and do those as well. So yeah, there's still plenty for me to do. I'll still be playing this game, and then honestly, depending on how I feel after I finish it, I might do a New Game Plus, since I saw that as an option. That's sweet. I don't know, though, if it would be like, you go to New Game Plus and they give you better armor this time around. Like, not meaning that you didn't have good armor, but like, if you beat the game, go to New Game Plus, and you go to the first treasure chest that give you armor, is it going to be the same piece from when you first played, or is it going to be like an upgraded version? Because some games, New Game Plus, are way different. Like, some of them will make it to where you just go right into it, like Bloodborne. I remember I was like, whoa, what the hell? I finished Bloodborne, and it was just like, and you're in New Game. I'm like, I didn't know! I want to do Chalice Dungeons. There's always something I miss in a game, too, like a key feature that I'm always like, oh, maybe I should have paid more attention to what the game was telling me. Like, I don't know how often I really use the quick turn, even though I know it was a thing. I still forgot to use quick turn. Whenever I'd be in a battle, just quick turn and get a parry out. Stretch. Social media. My timer that I'm using will it'll go like over whatever you have the time limit set to, and then it like blinks. And I just looked over at it, and it says that it's at minus 12 minutes. I was like, whoa, because I usually record... I have my timer set for an hour just in case, because I didn't know how the ending was going to go. But I usually record in 20-minute increments. About 3 episodes an hour. And this episode is recorded way before it's published, for sure. I figured since people were actually enjoying, I might as well get a head start on it, so that way when I have my next series, it'll be ready to go. Which is obviously Bloodstained, if you haven't figured that out. Probably be posting a couple episodes here and there. Holy cow, dude. Like, is this gonna go on forever? I feel like every time a new thing pops up and says Sony Interactive Entertainment. Now they do in Asia. Oh. Oh. I think we're at the end, you guys. Alright. Well, I know I've said it every single episode. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm still copyright, sorry, so we must be getting it. Alright, so I know I've said it every single episode, but I sincerely mean it when I say it. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me on this adventure. It was so much fun. Oh, here comes Riku. Hi, no. It was so much fun. Don't rub on the table, please. Don't rub on the cord. Stop it. It was such a fun adventure, you guys. And I'm glad any of you who managed to come through the whole thing. I know it's a lot. Like I said, I remember watching Bloodborne, King Grimm's playthrough, and I was like, good lord, this is a lot of episodes, but it's so much fun to watch. I would never expect anyone to watch this whole thing all the way through, like, consistently. Back to
Atreus, are you ready?
Yeah, but I had the weirdest dream. Fimbulwinter was ending, and Thor came for us. Here at the house.
It was only a dream.
But it felt different. It felt real. It felt like
A
the
premonition?
future.
Then we will worry about it tomorrow. Today, there are still things we can do. Come.
Huh. Alright. I didn't think there would be... I assume it just goes back to normal play then. Yeah, okay. Alright, you guys. Well, this will be the final goodbye for this series. So much fun. I don't... What's Mimir doing back there? I had a blast. I hope you guys had a blast too. And I hope some of you went out and got it. I know some of you have already played it and you've been like, dude, this game's awesome. Keep at it. But... thanks a lot, man. Like, I really appreciate you guys. And I hope you look forward to the next series that I upload. And the one after that. I already have that one planned as well. But yeah, just thanks. Thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate it. And I hope you have an awesome day, as always. And I will see you in the next series. Bye-bye.